This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being made possible by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition, helping provide prescription drug take-back boxes in Mason County and providing lockable bags for your prescription drugs, cannabis, and vape products. Mason County PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County PUD Number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, providing safe, reliable, and valued utility services since 1934. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the softball field on the North Mason School District campus in Belfair, Washington, right next to James Taylor High School. Today, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, has an Olympic League fast-pitch softball game featuring the North Mason Bulldogs and the Kingston Buccaneers. My name is Diedrich Allen, going it alone today. North Mason is 5-5 on the season, 2-5 in the Olympic League. The Bulldogs are coming off Tuesday's 14-4 loss at North Kitsap. Kingston has 7-2 overall record, 4-2 in league play. The Buccaneers exploded for 9 runs in the 7th inning Tuesday to beat Bremerton 15-5. The last time North Mason and Kingston played was on March 19th, with the Buccaneers beating the Bulldogs at 9-7. The Bucs have won the last 3 games against the girls from Belfair. Going back to last season, prior to 2023, North Mason had won 5 at previous meetings with Kingston. Coming up, we got the lineups, batting orders, and, of course, first pitch. It's Olympic League fast-pitch softball. The Kingston Buccaneers at the North Mason Bulldogs, next on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Getting unneeded medications out of the home can help prevent misuse, abuse, and accidental poisoning. The Drug Take-Back program provides consumers with a safe means for disposing of unused, unneeded, and expired prescriptions and over-the-counter drugs. Mason County has 10 prescription drug take-back boxes at various pharmacies and tribal locations. For more information, go to medtakebackwashington.org.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD 3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back, wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD 3 at 360-426-8255.
Life's just more fun with fast, reliable Wi-Fi. You can stream, share, game, try something new. But weak Wi-Fi spoils the fun. That's why you need managed Wi-Fi from Hood Canal Communications. The right equipment, professionally installed in all the right places, keeps your Wi-Fi powered party streaming strong. Call or visit Hood Canal online to upgrade your Wi-Fi today.
And we are back here in Belfair. A little hazy to this afternoon. It's because somebody down the hill is burning something. It's not a wildfire. It's just somebody burning their debris, and it's kind of hazy in the background. Don't know if you can pick that up on the cameras or not. So it's time for the batting orders. We'll start out with visiting Kingston Buccaneers. Leading things off will be Brooke Steele. She's the catcher. Number 5, Nevia Sullivan, plays over third base. Batting third, number 20, Adie Goller. She plays first base. Cleanup hitter is going to be your pitcher, and that is going to be Jayla Moon. Batting fifth is number 22, Joey Castillo. Plays center field, followed by Candace Rubbles, shortstop. Number 14 will follow. That's Ella Arlen. plays left field. And then 23, Lily Reinbold, second base. And at the bottom of the order, it's number 16, it's Tegan Stanford in right field. For the Bulldogs, leading things off and playing center field will be Kennedy Carson. Shortstop, number 8, Taylor Madison. Jordan Young will fall left field. It's Jenna Markinson over at first base today. Followed by Michaela Menace, catcher. Number 13, Adriana Crowley over at third. The pitcher will be number 9, Alyssa DiMatteo. Cheyenne Imlay over at second base, and then bottom of the order will be number 14, Charlie Brown in right field. So those are your lineups in your batting order. We'll get to the first pitch in just a moment. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
Getting unneeded medications out of the home can help prevent misuse, abuse, and accidental poisoning. The Drug Take Back program provides consumers with a safe means for disposing of unused, unneeded, and expired prescriptions and over-the-counter drugs. Mason County has 10 prescription drug take-back boxes at various pharmacies and tribal locations. For more information, go to medtakebackwashington.org.
Mason County is a very special place. When you're looking for sound real estate advice, pick the team that has called Mason County home for 5 generations. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate is always thrilled to help you buy or sell real estate in our area. Whether it is Hood Canal, Harstein Island, Matlock, Tahuya, South Puget Sound, or Shelton, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has the experience you can trust. Remember, when it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
So we're about ready to get underway here in Belfair. Kingston Buccaneers and the North Mason Bulldogs. A little fast pitch softball for you. And reminding you the leading things off for the Buccaneers will be number 7, Brooke Shields. She is the catcher for Kingston. And first pitch to her, it's going to be a ball. And Brooke was 3 for 6, scored 4 runs against Bremerton on Tuesday. And get everything running up here. Second pitch on the way. High for ball 2. So 2-0 to Steele to lead things off for the Buccaneers in all black today. White helmets, obviously. Numbers do not match on the helmet in the back of the jersey. It'll be interesting here. Bulldogs in the blue jerseys and white pants. There's that strike down the middle of the plate for strike 1. So 2-1 to Steele. Oh, really love the chatter coming from the dugout. First base line from Kingston. So DiMatteo into the windup. There's a foul off over the first base dugout onto the street. So it's 2-2 on the count. Leadoff batter here, just underway in Belfair this afternoon. Beautiful day. If it wasn't for the smoke from somebody's burn pile, it would be absolutely perfect. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Steele. That's high for ball 3, so 3 balls and 2 strikes. Count goes full to Brooke Steele. catcher for the Bucks. Leading things off here. So I have to go a different way on the Game Changer app today. Here's the next pitch on the way. That's a ground ball. It's going to be scooped up there by Taylor Madison. Throw over to Marcuson, who was stretched out and got the out. So one away for Kingston here in the first, top of the first. And that brings up number 5. And that is Navia Sullivan. She's 3 for 6, 4 RBIs, and scored 2 runs against Bremerton on Tuesday. First pitch to her with 1 out is high for ball 1. So step back in. Here is the 1-0. And getting a little bit high and inside for ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes. To Sullivan, second batter here for Kingston. In the hunt here. Next pitch on the way. Oop, that's still the same spot, inside and high. So 3-0. No, so we're not going to get any Game Changer app help today, so we'll have to do it ourselves. Do our best at it. So 3-0 to Sullivan. 1 out, nobody on for the Buccaneers. There is a 1-out walk. And Sullivan heads over to first base. So that'll bring up Goler. And Addie Goler against Bremerton was 2 for 4, 2 RBIs, walked once and scored a run. So 1 on and 1 out. Pitch on the way. Strike on the outside corner. So with 1. Alyssa Di Matteo in the pitching circle today. Michaela Menace as the catcher. Marcuson at second, Inlay at Marcuson at first, Inlay at second. Madison at short. There's a little dribbler. It's going to roll foul as the runner went, and it'll go a foul. Just rolled foul for strike 2. And Steele will have to head, I'm sorry, not Steele, it's Sullivan will have to head back to first base as she had made it almost all the way to second. There's the 0-2 to Goler. Playing first base today for Kingston. Here's the pitch. Ooh, that's just a bit high for ball 1, so 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on. And Sullivan's over at first base. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Goler. Swing and a fly ball. It's going to, just dropped in. It is a fair ball out there. Brown couldn't quite get to it, so there is runners at first and second now for the Buccaneers. And Sullivan made the way over to second base. So 2 on and 1 out for Kingston. And that will bring up number 21, or 28, excuse me. Jayla Moon, 0 for 4, walked twice, scored 2 runs against Bremerton. Should be in the pitching circle today for the Bucks. 2 on, 1 out. Here's the first pitch to Moon. She swings and she fouls 1 off. Over the crowd, behind home plate. So 0-1. So Moon will step back in. And you've got runners at first and second. Goler's at first. Sullivan is at second. Here's a pitch on the way. Inside for ball 1, 1-1. Step back in. I'm wondering if by design this maroon numbers on the black. Ooh, inside, that ball gets away from a minute, so the runners will advance on a pass ball, so it's ball 2. And that puts runners at second and third now for the Buccaneers. Moon with a 2-1 count. Steps back in with runners, 2 runners in scoring position for the Buccaneers. Here's the pitch from DiMatteo. And that one's another high pitch, and that'll be ball 3. So 3-1, and a good job by Menace to get to that ball. Keep runner from scoring. So again, you got Sullivan at third, Guller at second, and Moon is the batter with a 3-1 count, 1 out. Pitch on the way, swing and a fly ball shallow. Coming in, Madison can't get to it, it drops in, and here comes the runner in to score, and that is Sullivan. And that puts Moon at first, runner stayed, as Guller stayed at second base, and it's 1-0. Kingston. So courtesy runner coming in, 35 in for Moon, and that is Mackenzie Riches. She'll go over there to first base. So the batter is number 22. That's Joey Castillo. She was 4 for 5, hit a double, batted in a run, and scored a run against Bremerton on Tuesday. First pitch to her, high for ball 1. So 1 out, 1 in, 2 on for the Buccaneers. 35 over here. As Riches is at first, Guller's at second. Pitch on the way. There's strike 1 called, so 1-1 is the count to Castillo. On deck is Robles. Here's 1-1. Pitch on the way, swing and a foul tip for strike 2, and I should probably update where the base runners are, because I just noticed I did not have that updated. So there it is. So it's a 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 in, 2 on for the Buccaneers. A little bit of smoke comes in over the center field wall. Inside strike 3 called just on the inside corner, and that's 2 away for the Buccaneers. Didn't update the outs, pardon me. I'm still getting in the rhythm. And there's a pass ball, so runners are going to advance to second and third. So runners now at second and third. And Candace was 0 for 4, did walk once against Bremerton. So runners at second and third, 2 out, 1 in. It's going to be ball 2. So 2-0. Robles. There we go. The shortstop. And it's going to be ball 3. So 3 balls, no strikes to Robles, with Riches on second and Goler on third. 1 in, 2 out, 2 on, and a 3-0 count to Robles. And that will be a bases, actually load the bases on the walk. So 2 out and 3 on now. That'll bring up number 14, Ella Arlen. She walked once against Bremerton on Tuesday. So bases are loaded, and Arlen is waiting for the first pitch from DiMatteo. 2 out, 1 in, 3 on. Here's the pitch. Strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Here's the 0-1. just up the shoulders there on the corner for strike 2. So 0-2 to Arlen. Here's the 0-2. It's going to be a little bit low and outside for ball 1, so 1-2 the count to Arlen. On deck, should she reach, is Reinbold. That's 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 out, 3 on, 1 in for Kingston, top of the first. Pitch on the way, that's going to be ball 2. So the count goes even with 2-2. So there's the 2s that I like. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 3 on, 1 in. Here we go again with the next pitch from DiMatteo to Arlen. Outside for ball 3, so the count goes full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Arlen. Kingston came to play today. They scored the first run in the half inning, or in this half of the inning, as we're just underway. The 2-out pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and down she goes. Swing, and Arlen strikes out. And that'll do it for the Buccaneers. But they do get 1, and they leave 3. We head to the bottom of the frame. 1-0 Kingston. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
The first rule of storage is keep out of reach of children. Ease of access is the #1 reason youth misuse recreational or prescription drugs. Store your medication, vape, edibles, or cannabis products in their original child-proof bottles with original labels if possible. Keep them locked up. Store your medicine, tobacco, or cannabis products in a locked cabinet, locked drawer, or in a bag like this with a lock. For more information, visit locksavelives.org or call Mason County Public Health at 360-427-9670, extension 400.
Head to the bottom of the first inning, 1-0 Kingston. Got the 1 in their half of the first, and here come the Bulldogs. So leading things off will be Kennedy Carson. Kennedy was 2 for 3, scored 2 runs, and the loss against North Kitsap on Tuesday. And she'll step in to face Moon, the pitcher for Kingston. The Steele is the catcher. It's Goler at first, Reinbold at second, Robles at short, and Sullivan is third at third base. And in the outfield is Arlen, Castillo, and Stanford from left to right. First pitch in there for ball 1. As Carson digs in, waits for the next pitch. That's ball 2, still a bit high. So 2-0. I don't know if that's smoke or dust coming in. Here's the next pitch. That's still, that hit the strike zone. It's strike 1. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Carson, leading things off for the Bulldogs. Trailing by 1 run here, bottom of the first inning. Pitch on the way. The fly ball, it's playable. Coming in to get it on the run is Goler for out number 1. And that will be 1 down for the Bulldogs. Oops, gonna hit the right button. And that will bring up Taylor Madison, shortstop. And Taylor was 0 for 3, but did score a run against North Kitsap on Tuesday. She'll step in. 1 away. First pitch to her. A little bit high for ball 1. I like how these Bulldog batters kind of duck under, make sure that they record that that pitch is high. So Madison will step back in the back of the box. Here's the 1-0. A little bit outside. for the ball, too. So 2-0 to Taylor Madison with 1 out, nobody on for the Bulldogs. Here's the 2-0. Just a bit low for ball 3. So 3-0 to Taylor Madison with 1 out. For North Mason, trailing 1-0. Moon into her wind-up pitch on the way. That's going to be a 1-out walk. So Madison heads over to first base. And that will bring up Jordan Young. And Jordan, who's playing in left field, was 2 for 3 and scored a run against North Kitsap. First pitch to her is high for ball 1. You can see Madison out there at first base taking a run there. A little bit of speed out there. For the freshman, here's the pitch on the way to Young. It's going to be outside ball 2, so 2-0. 1 out, 1 on for the Bulldogs here in their half of the first, trailing 1-0. Here's the pitch on the way. Runner goes, and it comes in. The pitch was in there for a strike. And Madison safely stands up over at second base. So runner now in scoring position for the Bulldogs. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Young. Swing, and that one's going to be fair. Throw to first for the out there on the play. Madison will make her way over to third base. So 2 down and a runner over at third base. And that'll bring up first base Jenna Markison, number 12. Jenna was 2 for 3, hit a double, and batted in 4 runs against, all 4 of the runs against North Kitsap. First pitch to her, high for ball 1. So take that. Madison over there at third base, 2 out. Markison looking to bring her home, tie the ball game. Here is the second pitch to her. Shows bunt, pulls back, takes ball 2. So 2-0 to Markison. Playing first base. Here's pitch on the way, swing, and that one's going to be fouled off. So 2 balls and 1 strike. Good job by Steele to go get that ball, make sure that Madison stays at third base. Here's the pitch on the way. Strike 2 called. 2-2 to count. Thinking the stuff in the air is actually dust. It's a little dry out here. Here's the 2-2 pitch. It's going to be ball. That's going to come my way. And coming in to score is going to be Taylor Madison to tie the game at 1. It's all knotted up at 1. And it's a full count to Jenna Markison. Here's the pitch to her. And that will be a 2-out walk. As Markison will head over to first base. Second walk given up by Moon here in the inning. That'll bring up catcher Michaela Minnis. She was 0 for 2 against North Kitsap. So step in. 2 out, 1 on, 1 in for the Bulldogs here. 1-1 game. Pitch on the way. That'll be a pass ball. And Markison makes her way over to second base. And they go 1-0 to Minnis with runner in scoring position. High for ball 2. It's a 2-0. Jayla Moon into her windup. And the 2-0 pitch. just a bit outside for ball 3. So 3-0 to Michaela Minnis, catcher for North Mason. Jenna Markerson over at second base. Pitch on the way, and that's strike 1. So 3 balls and 1 strike. 2 out, 1 in, 1 on for North Mason. Jenna Markerson over at second base. Batter is Michaela Minnis. She takes strike 2, so the count goes full on her with 2 down and 1 in. 1 on, of course. Here's the full count pitch from Moon. Swing and a miss. And that will do it for the Bulldogs here in their half of the first, but they do even things up. We head to the second, 1-1. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back, wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
Mason County is a very special place. When you're looking for sound real estate advice, pick the team that has called Mason County home for 5 generations. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate is always thrilled to help you buy or sell real estate in our area. Whether it is Hood Canal, Harstein Island, Matlock, Tahuya, South Puget Sound, or Shelton, the Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has the experience you can trust. Remember, when it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
And we are headed to the second inning to play a 1-1 ball game. Kingston and North Mason. The Buccaneers are coming to bat. Leading things off will be number 23. That is Lily Reinbold. She was 0 for 2, walked twice, but scored a run in the win over Bremerton on Tuesday. She plays second base. See what Bucks can do and see how they respond. These two teams are in the battle. As both teams are trying to make the playoffs again this season. So, here comes Reinbold. Waiting for the first pitch from DiMatteo. And she'll swing and she'll foul. First one up over the dugout. On the first base line for strike 1, so 0-1. Like the smoke is cleared out. Just a little bit low in the trees or behind the trees. Here's next pitch. It's high for ball 1-1-1. Jerry would be happy with me. I haven't brought a hat today, so I'm dealing with the sun. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Reinbold. Their first at bat in this game. 1-1 ball game. Here's 1-1 pitch. That'll be it. Ball 2. So 2-1 count. We'll step back in. Oh, inside, and that's ball 3. I'm looking at the number on the back of her shirt. It looked like it was a 7, but it says a 23. It gets really difficult to see the numbers on these uniforms of the Buccaneers. 3-1, and that's strike 2 called, so if the count goes full to Reinbold. Leading things off for the Buccaneers here in the second inning. And a tie ball game at 1. DiMatteo into her wind-up. And the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and down she goes with a check swing there, and that's strikeout number 1, 2, 3 for DiMatteo. And that will bring up number 16, and that is Tegan Sanford, right fielder. She was 1 for 4, walked once, scored 2 runs in the win over Bremerton on Tuesday. So 1 out. I should probably update the graphics. First pitch in there for ball 1. As Stanford will step back in. Waiting for the 1-0 pitch. Here's the pitch. Oh, and that hit her. So Stanford will head to first base with 1 out, and that'll bring up top of the order. And Brooke Steele, who ground out in the first inning. So, runner at first base for Steele. Steele will step back in. Wait for the first pitch to her. Runner goes, strike in there, throw to second is way late. And Stanford makes her way over to second. And it's 0-1 to Steele with a runner at second base now. So here's the 0-1 to Steele. Swing, and that one's up over our heads, out of play over the crowd for strike 2. It's 0-2 to Steele. 1 out, 1 on. Stanford at second base for the Buccaneers in scoring position. Batters Brooke Steele. Here's the 0-2. Ground ball right up the middle. That'll get into center field. Stanford rounds third and holds up there, and the Buccaneers have runners at first and third now with 1 out. So that'll bring up Sullivan, who walked in the first inning, playing third base today. Your first pitch on the way, swing and a ground ball. That's going to get into left field as here comes Stanford in to score, making it 2-1. And the Buccaneers have runners at first and second and 1 in now with 1 out. Making it 2-1. And that'll bring up Addie Goler. She had a base hit in the first inning. So we got Steele at second, Sullivan at first, and Addie Goler is the batter. For the Buccaneers, they lead 2-1, 1 out, 2 on, 1 in. Pitch on the way, and it's inside, and that's strike 1 called. Just hit the zone. 0-1 to Goler. Again, you got Steele at second, Sullivan at first. 1 out, 1 in. Here's the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Runners looked like Steele was going to go on that one. She held up and went back to the bag at second. Here's the 0-2 to Goler. Pitch on the way. Swing and a fly ball that'll be fair up the third base line. Here comes Steele around third. She'll score. And did they get her? They did not get Sullivan at third, but another run comes in as Goler has an RBI here. There's 2 runs in, making it to 3-1. And runners at second and third. And the batter now is Jayla Moon, the pitcher. First pitch to her, high for ball 1. right, updating the graphics. Thank you for being patient with me. So runners at second and third. We do have a timeout here. And Coach Valley wants to chat things up with the home plate umpire. So Sullivan is at third, Guller is at second, and the batter is Jayla Moon. These 2 runs are in, 1 out, 2 on. So a little break for, looks like a water break here. As some time here and then make sure everybody's on the same page. So DiMatteo will head back to the pitching circle. Menace back to a home plate, and here comes Moon to bat. She's 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out, 2 in, 2 on for the Bucks. They lead 3-1. Here's the 1-0. There's a fly ball. That's going to drop in. Another run's going to come in to score. And Sullivan is now in. And Moon has an RBI single. And the runners are at the corners. And it is 4-1 now. So we get 35 in there for courtesy runner for Moon. Runners again at the corners. 1 away, and see, 3 runs are in. That's right, making it 4-1. And the batter is Joey Castillo. She struck out in the first. She swings and fouls the first one off the screen, I should say. For strike 1. Here's the 0-1 to Castillo. Pitch on the way. Fly ball. Is that playable? Minutes let it drop in his foul. Couldn't see it in the sun. Lost it in the sun, so it's now 0-2. Everybody has to reset. So again, runners at first and third. 3 in, 1 out. And Joey Castillo is the batter with an 0-2 count. A little bit of wind trying to clear out those things. Inside, and there's runner goes. So runners now at second base. So 2 runners in scoring position for the Buccaneers. And the count is 1 ball and 2 strikes to Castillo. Here's the pitch. Inside for ball 2, so 2-2 the count. So we're in the top of the second inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the batter, Joey Castillo. 3 in for the Buccaneers. Runners 2 on. Runners at second and third. Pitch on the way. Swing and a fly ball. It's going to drop in for another base hit and another RBI as 1 run scores. Here comes another one. 2 more come in. And that makes it 6-1. And that was a double, an RBI double by Castillo. She's at second base, and that will bring up number 21, Candace Rumples. And Candace walked in the first inning. We have a meeting in the pitching circle with DiMatteo and Coach Valley. Might be a little early to get a pitching change here. We'll see. So, okay, updating everything. As DiMatteo will stay in the pitching circle. It's 5 runs are in here in the inning, and it's 6-1 Kingston. And Rolls will step in to face DiMatteo here. 5 in, 1 out, 1 on for the Buccaneers. Bubbles will wait for the first pitch from DiMatteo. High for ball 1. So Kings will step back in. Wait for the 1-0 pitch from DiMatteo. Inside, just a bit too far inside for ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes to Robles. 6-1 is our score. 5 runs have come across home plate for the Buccaneers here. There's only 1 out, 1 on right now. Here's the 2-0. Robles. Inside again for ball 3. So 3 balls, no strikes. 1 on, 5 in. Here's the 3-0. Swing and a miss for strike 1, so 3 balls and 1 strike. She'll step back in, waiting for the 3-1 pitch. And that will be a walk. So Robles will head to first base. And that'll bring up number 14, Ella Arlen. She struck out in the first inning. She's playing left field today. So runners at first and second for the Bucks. 1 out, 5 in, 2 on. Pitch on the way. Outside, ball 1. Castillo at second. Rolls at first. The batter is Arlen. Pitch on the way. Low for ball 2, so 2-0. This was the 2-0. Pitch on the way. That'll be ball 3, so 3 balls, no strikes. Tarlin. Again, runners at first and second. 1 out, 5 in for the Bucks here in the inning. Pitch on the way, and that'll load the bases. So the bases are loaded. And that'll bring up number 23, Lily Reinbold. She led off this inning with a strikeout. So bases are now loaded for Reinbold, as the Buccaneers have extended, have taken the lead, and they lead 6-1 here in the second inning. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Again, the second baseman struck out to start to lead this inning. Has the 1 out here in the inning for the Buccaneers. Next pitch is high. That will come bouncing back to Menace. Good way to play the bounce. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 3 on, 6 in. Or 5 in, excuse me. 6-1 is the score. Infield playing a little bit in for the Bulldogs. As Emily is playing in, as is Markison. Oh yeah, and Crowley over at third is also playing in. There's a swing and a foul off the top of the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Reinbold. Bases loaded, 1 out. And we're waiting for the 1-2 pitch. It's ball. Makes it 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, 3 on. Those sacks are loaded for the Buccaneers. And Lily Reinbold will step back in, waiting for the 2-2 from Mateo. Here's the pitch on the way. It's going to be inside, ball 3, so the count is full. So here's the 3-2 pitch. That's strike 3 called, so Reinhold goes down looking. That's out number 2. So 2 down now for the Buccaneers. And that will bring up number 16, and that is Tegan Sanford. She did score the first run in this inning. She takes ball 1. Get hit. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be ball 2. Again, the bases are loaded for the Buccaneers. 2 out, 3 on, 5 in. Pitch on the way, and that's going to be ball 3, so 3-0 to Stanford. So 2 out, 3 on, 5 in. Here's the 3-0 pitch to Stanford. Swing and a ground ball right back to DiMatteo. She'll glove it, throw it over to Markson at first, and that will end the inning, but the damage was done. The Buccaneers take a 6-1 lead. We head to the bottom of the frame. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The first rule of storage is keep out of reach of children. Ease of access is the #1 reason youth misuse recreational or prescription drugs. Store your medication, vape, edibles, or cannabis products in their original child-proof bottles with original labels if possible. Keep them locked up. Store your medicine, tobacco, or cannabis products in a locked cabinet, locked drawer, or in a bag like this with a lock. For more information, visit locksavelives.org or call Mason County Public Health at 360-427-9670, extension 400.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
Life's just more fun with fast, reliable Wi-Fi. You can stream, share, game, try something new. But weak Wi-Fi spoils the fun. That's why you need managed Wi-Fi from Hood Canal Communications. The right equipment, professionally installed in all the right places, keeps your Wi-Fi powered party streaming strong. Call or visit Hood Canal online to upgrade your Wi-Fi today.
And we head to the bottom of the second inning, 6-1 ball game. Kingston extends its lead, or takes the lead, and extends it to 5 runs. So leading things off for the Bulldogs is Adriana Crowley. She plays third base. She swings a little late on the first pitch to her for strike 1. And Adriana was 0 for 2 against North Kitsap. Pitch on the way, a swing and a miss. Here's the 0-2. Swing that one fouls off the back of the screen. This count remains no balls and 2 strikes. That's ball 1. Next pitch is a line drive that goes right into the glove of a goaler over there at first base, and that's out number 1 for the Bulldogs. That'll bring up pitcher Alyssa DiMatteo. And Alyssa was 0 for 2 against North Kitsap. Takes ball 1. Here's the 1-0 to DiMatteo. Hits that outside corner for strike 1, so 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. For the Bulldogs. Where's the button? Here's the 1-1 is high for ball 2. So 2-1 to DiMatteo. 1 out. Nobody on for the Bulldogs, trailing 6-1. Next pitch, and it just hit that outside corner. I guess that was a ball 3. Yeah, I thought it hit the outside corner, but it was a little too far outside. So 3 balls, 1 strike to DiMatteo. 1 out. Pitch on the way. And that will be a walk as DiMatteo heads over to first base. I imagine we're going to get a courtesy runner here. So Stephanie Arbogast will come in to run for DiMatteo, and that will bring up Cheyenne Imlay, second base. And Cheyenne, let's see where she... where is she? Here she is, 0 for 2. For some reason I have her number down wrong, so I better change that to 2. She's 0 for 2 against North Kitsap. Shows bunt, takes pitch in for ball 1. And run down out there is Arbogast. She'll slide into second base as there was no throw. So Arbogast gets over to second base and puts herself into scoring position for the Bulldogs. And Cheyenne has a 1-ball, no strikes count. The runner in scoring position. Here's the pitch on the way. Now, ground ball foul almost into the first base dugout. So strike 1, 1-1. I know why I put the number 4 in Cheyenne's number column is because that's her position. Here's the 1-1. Outside for ball 2, so 2-1 is the count. 1 on. Stephanie Arbogast over at second base. 1 out. And the batter is Cheyenne Imlay. Pitch on the way. High for ball 3, so 3-1 to Imlay. With 1 out. Here's the 3-1. Strike down the middle of the plate. Makes the count full. Or as Aiden say, loaded. Loaded count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on in a 6-1 ball game in the bottom of the second inning. Here's the pitch on the way. Strike on the outside corner, so Imlay strikes out. So 2 down now, and that'll bring up Charlie Brown. Charlie, what we have, she hasn't, well, from my notes, she hasn't played since the Kent Meridian game back in March 27th. She was 0 for 2 in that game. However, no, I see that. No, she was 0 for 2. But how? Let me go back. She was 0 for 2 against North Kitsap. Again in the Kent Meridian game, she was 2 for 2. She had a home run, batted in 4 runs, and scored 2 runs. She'll swing and foul off the second pitch to her. So it's a 1-1 on the count. 2 out. Do I got that? Oh, no, I don't. So 2 away for the Bulldogs here. Stephanie Arbogast over there at second base, 2 down. Here's a 1-1. So I'm going to foul that one off. That's 1 and 2. Sorry, now I'm catching up to everything. So the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 out, 1 on. Here is the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And that'll do it for the Bulldogs here in their half of the second. We head to the third, 6-1. Kingston. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Getting unneeded medications out of the home can help prevent misuse, abuse, and accidental poisoning. The Drug Take Back program provides consumers with a safe means for disposing of unused, unneeded, and expired prescriptions and over-the-counter drugs. Mason County has 10 prescription drug take-back boxes at various pharmacies and tribal locations. For more information, go to medtakebackwashington.org.
This is a first responder, and same here. But did you know that these are first responders too? I just got hit! The towing industry is 15 times deadlier than all other private industries combined.
You see that?
You can change that by following the simple rule, slow down, move over.
It's the safe thing to do.
And
It's the law.
make our freeways safer.
Slow down, move over.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
So we head to the third inning of play. 6-1 is our score. Kingston on top, and the Buccaneers are coming to bat here. And let's make sure that I'm right here. It should be, yes, it is. Steele. It is Brooke Steele to lead things off here in the third for the Buccaneers. See here, she walked in the second and scored a run. Get things going here. Actually, no, that's a single issue. Probably didn't run. That's right. Either way, it's her turn to go to bat. Her first pitch to her is high for ball 1. Yesterday I was joking about Jerry's writing. Now I can't read my own writing on my score sheet. Today we don't have the help of the Game Changer app because neither team is doing that today. It's a little frustrating. So here's the 1-0, a swing and a ground ball right into the glove of Crowley. She'll throw over to first base from third to Markson, and that's out number 1. So 1 down for the Buccaneers here, leading 6-0. That'll bring up Sullivan, playing third base. And let's see here. She batted in a run. She hits a fly ball right in front of us. And drops, could be, ends up a strike. Good try by Menace. Couldn't get to it. The fence was right here. So, and 1 to Sullivan. So let me get back to that. She had an RBI single in the second. She did walk in the first. And yes, she did score the game's first run. Pitch on the way. That's inside and high for ball 1, 1-1. That's a new one. All right, so the 1-1, 1 out, nobody on. Pitch on the way, and that's going to be ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 out, nobody on. So Sullivan will step back in. Waiting for the 2-1. Ooh, slow pitch there. Change up with the strike called. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Sullivan will come back into the batting box with a 2-2 count. Waiting for the pitch. Just a bit inside for ball 3, so the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. One out. And the count is full to Sullivan. Waits for the 3-2. Swings at a ground ball. That's going to hook foul. Just rolls foul for the third base line. And count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. In a 6-1 ball game with the Buccaneers on top. Top of the 3rd inning. Here we go again with the full count pitch. Fly ball, shallow right into the glove of Madison. She had a step and a half to her left, and that's out number 2. There at short. Come on. My iPad here is being a little frustrating. And that'll bring up Goller. She had an RBI single in the 2nd inning, and she had a single in the 1st. Takes strike 1. So Goller will step in. Strike on the inside for strike 2, so no balls and 2 strikes to Goller. So I have her down here for 2 for 2 with an RBI. Pitch on the way, swing and a fly ball, and Madison on the run there to grab it, and that'll do it for the Buccaneers here in the 3rd. 1, 2, 3 they go. We head to the bottom of the frame, still 6-1. Kingston. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back, wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a down line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a down line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
The first rule of storage is keep out of reach of children. Ease of access is the #1 reason youth misuse recreational or prescription drugs. Store your medication, vape, edibles, or cannabis products in their original child-proof bottles with original labels if possible. Keep them locked up. Store your medicine, tobacco, or cannabis products in a locked cabinet, locked drawer, or in a bag like this with a lock. For more information, visit locksavelives.org or call Mason County Public Health at 360-427-9670, extension 400.
Life's just more fun with fast, reliable Wi-Fi. You can stream, share, game, try something new. But weak Wi-Fi spoils the fun. That's why you need managed Wi-Fi from Hood Canal Communications. The right equipment, professionally installed in all the right places, keeps your Wi-Fi powered party streaming strong. Call or visit Hood Canal online to upgrade your Wi-Fi today.
Leading things off for the Bulldogs here in their half of the 3rd is the top of the order, Kennedy Carson. She flew out in the 1st inning. And first pitch to her. Outside for ball 1. There's the 1-0. Oh, that's a little bit high. I got slipped out of Boone's hand. So 2-0 to Carson. Bulldogs trailing 6-1 here. 3rd inning of play. Here's the 2-0. Going to be 3-0. So 3 balls, no strikes to the leadoff batter. As Carson steps back in, playing center field today. Pitch on the way, and that'll be a leadoff walk. And that'll bring up Taylor Madison with a runner at first base. And Madison, she walked in the first inning. So 1 on, nobody out. So the play is 34-1. If you didn't hear that. Madison waits for first pitch to her, shows bunt, pulls back, takes ball 1. Throw to first, and Kennedy Carson is sliding back safely. So Madison will step back in, wait for the 1-0, shows bunt again, pulls the flat backs, takes the strike. Actually, is that a strike or a ball? Looks like that was a ball from the outside. A little high from my point of view. So 2 balls, no strikes, 1 on, nobody out for the Bulldogs here in the 3rd inning of play. 6-1 ball game. Bottom of the frame. Madison waits, swings and fouls the next pitch off over the backstop. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike now. Oh, actually, that one went over the first base dugout. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out, 1 on. Kennedy Carson over at first base. Here's the 2-1 from Moon to Taylor. Takes it high for ball 3. So 3 balls and no strikes. Carson over at first base, getting her pants dirty in the dirt. Here's a 3-1 pitch to Taylor Madison, and that will be another walk for her. So back-to-back walks given up by Moon, and that puts runners at first and second. And the batter's going to be Jordan Young. She ground out in the first inning, in her first at-bat. Here's the first pitch to Young. She shows bunt, pulls it back, takes a ball that gets over the head of the catcher. Runners go, throw to third. Did they get her over there? She's safe. Everybody's safe as we have runners at second and third now for the Bulldogs. And Jordan Young will wait for Moon to shift some dirt around here in the pitching circle. So Kennedy Carson at third, Taylor Madison at second. Pitch on the way to Jordan Young takes strike 1 on the outside corner. Actually, is it strike 1 or strike 2? Board says 2, I have 1. I guess it is 2 actually, isn't it? Here's a pitch, and that was 1-1. A player says swing and a miss and strike 2, so it's going to be 1-2 now for Jordan Young. Nobody out and 2 on. Here's the 1-2 to Young. Swing and she'll foul that one over the first base line. The count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. No outs and 2 on for North Mason here in the bottom of the 3rd inning in a 6-1 ball game. Young waiting for Moon to get the sign. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And did they get her? Oh, they did get her out. Okay, so that's the first out in the inning for the Bulldogs. I think it was a drop, 3rd strike, but the runners still are at second and third. And that will bring up Jenna Markison. She walked in the first inning. A little discussion on whether that was actually a drop to 3rd strike or not. Unplayed umpire, I believe, stays with his call. So there's Jenna Markinson waiting for the first pitch to her. Come on. Let's try that again. Waiting for the first pitch from Moon. Pitch on the way. Outside that one. Gets away. Here comes Carson coming in. Slides in. And she's safe. Madison's over at third. And the Bulldogs get a run back. So it makes it 6-2 now. And it's 1 ball, no strikes to Markson. So 1 in. Pitch on the way. Outside. That's going to be strike 1 called. So 1-1. Here's pitch on the way. Outside for ball 2. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Markson. 1 out, 1 in, 1 on. Taylor Madison at third base. Markson with the braids hanging out of her helmets. Again, a pitch outside for ball 3. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Madison has got the Buccaneers a little bit worried over there at third base, as all the pitches have been a little bit outside. So 3-1 to Markson. Pitch on the way. And that will be a walk, so that'll send Markson over to first base. So the Bulldogs have runners at the corners with 1 out. And 1 in. And that will bring up Michaela Minnis, the catcher. She struck out in the first inning, the first at-bat. So 1 in, 1 out, 2 on, runners at first and third in a 6-2 ball game now. Pitch on the way as a strike, and on the play, runner will go over to second base. Markson makes her way over to second. So Madison's at third, Markinson's at second. Batter is Minnis. Shows bunt, takes it, they can call it a strike. It's a little high on that pitch. She did go, so it's 0-2. So Minnis will step back in. A little disappointed in herself on that bunt attempt. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss, and down she goes. So 2 away for the Bulldogs. And Adriana Crowley is the batter. She flew out in the second inning. Pitch on the way. Outside, ball 1. Ball 2, so 2-0. Two out, 2 on, 1 in. Here's the 2-0. Make it 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes to Adriana Crowley. Madison at third. That one's going to be fouled off for strike 1. Madison at third and Markson at second. For the Bulldogs, 1 run in. And that will load the bases on that walk. So the bases are loaded with 2 out and 1 in, and that will bring up the pitcher. I'll bring up the pitcher, and that's Alyssa DiMatteo, as there's a meeting in the pitching circle. Hey, if you're enjoying this broadcast, please give us a like on your favorite social media. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter, X with the handle @MasonWebTV. You can also use that handle to find us on YouTube and Twitch. Consider subscribing to Mason Web TV's YouTube channel and hit the bell to be to be notified the next time we upload a video. or go live like we are this afternoon. So, bases are loaded, 2 out for the Bulldogs here, 1 in. And Alyssa DiMatteo will step to the plate. And she walked in the second inning. First pitch to her is high for ball 1. You got Crowley at first, Markison at second, Madison at third for the Bulldogs. 2 down, 1 in. The bases are loaded. Here's the 1-0 swing and a miss for strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to DiMatteo. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So 1 and 2 to Alyssa DiMatteo. Again, the bases are loaded, 2 out, 1 in. Here's the 1-2 pitch to DiMatteo. Swing and a miss, and she goes down swinging. Well, the Bulldogs get 1 and now trail 6-2. We head to the 4th. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
With all the question marks and uncertainty that surrounds today's real estate market, it is nice to know that there is a local team that has the experience with all types of markets to ensure you make a sound decision, whether selling or buying. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has been a staple in the Mason County community for over 40 years. Feel free to reach out to Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, or Laura with any real estate questions that you may have. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
So we head to the 4th inning of play. 6-2 ball game. Kingston Buccaneers on top, coming to bat. The Bulldogs, well, they didn't have a hit, but they did manage to draw, 4 walks and 1 run in their half inning, but they left 3. And that's in their half inning. But 4th inning, Jayla Moon will lead things off for the Buccaneers. Is that right? Yeah, okay. Just double checking. Let's see here. She had a hit in the 3rd and a hit in the first. First pitch to her. It's just a bit inside low for ball 1. Ow. I'm not going to complain about the dry conditions here. The dust is kicking up a little bit here. Here's the 1-0. Make it to 2-0 to Moon on the pitch. She'll step back in with 2 balls and no strikes, leading things off for the Buccaneers. Here in the 4th inning, they're leading this 6-2. Here's the next pitch on the way. Swing, and that one's fair up the 3rd base line. Glove there by Crawley. Throw over to first, and Markison, that's out number 1. So 1 away for the Buccaneers. And we're going to have a... Oh, they're going to call it a... Okay, that was not 1 away. What? That was a foul ball all the way. So actually, they do not call 1 out. And Moon is back in there. I'm confused at this point. Pitch on the way. Swing and a fly ball center field. Out there, Carson. And that'll record the out there. I'm going to change that to fly out. Here is number 22. That is Joey Castillo. Got to redo everything here. There's one away, nobody on. The first pitch is going to go off helmet for ball one. There's a couple helmets there. Now let's see here. Castillo had an RBI double in the second inning and struck out in the first. Here's pitch on the way. Gonna be ball two. So 2-0 to Castillo. With one out, nobody on. 6-2 ball game. Buccaneers on top. There's a pitch on the way. Still a bit low and outside for ball three. So 3 balls, no strikes to Castillo. On deck is Robles. Castillo has a 3-0 pitch. Count. Here's the pitch. There's strike one. Castillo looked back at the home plate umpire like, really? That was a bit high in her view. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Castillo with 1 out. Here's the, well, there's a walk as Castillo head to first base with 1 out. So 1 on and 1 out. And here is number 21. It's Candace Robles. She walked her 2 previous at-bats. So 1 on and 1 out. First pitch to Robles is a strike. She'll step back in, wait for the 0-1. With a runner at first base, that's Castillo. Here's the pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. For strike 2, so 0-2 to Robles. Here is the 0-2. And that's a ball. It's going to get away from Menace and on the play. Castillo will make her way over to second base. So the count is 1-2 with 1 out and a runner at second base in Joey Castillo. Here's the 1-2 high for second ball. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be ball 3, so the count goes full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Robles with Castillo at second base. Here's the full count pitch. And that's strike 3, and that will be out number 2 for the Buccaneers here. That will bring up number 14 is Arlen. There was a, it's only 2 out for folks. Because they brought the pitcher back and it's a question. Oh, well, this is interesting. So they brought Moon back out because they said that that one hit up the third base line was a foul ball. And the only reason that was it looked like fair to me. And there's a discussion here. So, yeah, we're going to get involved in this one. As I have 3 batters. And 2 outs. So Moon, she ended up flying out. They did get her on a ground out, but so that was a foul ball. And then Castillo fell. It was a walk, and Robles struck out, and that just happens. So there's 2 down. So there's 2 down, 1 on, and that's Castillo sitting over there at second base all by herself, and this will be Arlen, the batter. She struck out in the first, walked in the second. And the first pitch to her. Outside for ball 1. So here's the 1-0 pitch from DiMatteo to Arlen. High, ball 2, so 2 balls. No strikes. 6-2 ball game, top of the 4th inning. Buccaneers on top and at bat with 2 out, 1 on. There's a little ground ball that's going to be hooking foul. So 2 balls and 1 strike. That was foul at the first baseline. Got into the grass. A lot of speed on that hit, but it was foul. So 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 out, 1 on for the Buccaneers, leading at 6-2 and the top of the 4th inning. Here's the 2-1 swing, and that one's going to go foul over our heads, so it makes it 2-2 to Arlen. So again, Castillo's over at second base. 2 outs. And a left fielder in Arlen, it's Ella Arlen. Takes ball 3, so the count goes full, so 3 balls and 2 strikes. So here's the full count to Arlen. Swing, that one's fouled off. And the count remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 3-2 to Arlen with 2 out and 1 on. DiMatteo gets a sign, and here's the pitch on the way. Swing, and that's a fly ball in foul territory. Can't get to it, and it's a foul ball. And the count remains 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nice try by Adriana Crowley there. Trying to get to it, couldn't quite get to it. It's right up against the dugout. So we reset with 3 balls and 2 strikes as Arlen will wait for the next pitch. And that's going to be a walk. So Arlen heads to first base. So the Buccaneers have 2 on and 2 out. And that brings up number 23, Lily Reinbold, second base. She struck out in her first 2 at-bats. Here's first pitch to her. Check swing, they're gonna get a strike on that. So 0-1 to Reinbold. Pitch on the way. Strike at the shoulders. So 0-2. Gonna get Arlen at first, Castillo at second, 2 out. For the Buccaneers, they're leading 6-2. Here is the 0-2. And it's going to be high, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Reinbold. Where's this number 1? Here's a pitch on the way, he's inside. Actually, no, they're going to get her as strikeout. And that will do it for the Buccaneers here in the 4th. We head to the bottom of the frame, still 6-2 Buccaneers. We'll be right back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. and connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back. Wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
Getting unneeded medications out of the home can help prevent misuse, abuse, and accidental poisoning. The Drug Take Back program provides consumers with a safe means for disposing of unused, unneeded, and expired prescriptions and over-the-counter drugs. Mason County has 10 prescription drug take-back boxes at various pharmacies and tribal locations. For more information, go to medtakebackwashington.org.
And we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. 6-2 is the score with the Kingston Buccaneers on top. North Mason Bulldogs coming to bat. Cheyenne Imlay will lead things off here in the fourth for North Mason. She struck out in the second inning. Waiting for the first pitch. Shows bunt, pulls it back, ball one. Don't see any change, but it's really difficult to see the numbers on the Buccaneers jerseys, as the last batter was not Reinhold. It was actually number 1, Andre Rienstra, who ended up striking out. So here's the 2-0, and that's going to be strike to Imlay. So 2 balls and 1 strike to Cheyenne Imlay here in the bottom of the fourth inning. 6-2 the score. There's a pitch on the way. Little bunt that's going to go up the first base line, and it's going to be picked up there by the first baseman coming in. That's the Guller. She'll throw to Reinbold to covering first, and that's out number 1. So 1 down for North Mason. Oh, shoot, here we go. That'll bring up Charlie Brown. She struck out in the second inning. And she takes ball 1. So 1 out for the Bulldogs here, and Brown will step back in, wait for the 1-0 from Moon. Here's the stretch of the pitch. It's high. Ball 2, so 2-0. I'll wait for the 2-0. It's going to be ball 3, so 3-0 to Charlie Brown. Here's the 3-0 from Moon to Brown. That'd be a 1-out walk, so Brown will head over to first base. And top of the order is on, and that's Kennedy Carson. She walked in the third, flew out in the first. She actually did score a run in the third. And she'll step in with 1 out and 1 on. Here's the pitch to Carson. High, runner goes, throw to second. They got her out there. Yes, they did. So that's out number 2 on the attempt to steal. So 2 down for the Bulldogs here. And so that was a ball, right? Okay. So here's the next pitch is ball 2. So 2-0 to Carson with 2 out. And there's 3 balls to Kennedy Carson, who again walked in the third, scored a run after flying out in the first. So 3 balls, no strikes, 2 out. Nobody on for the Bulldogs right now, trailing 6-2. Pitch on the way. That will send the runner over to first base. So back-to-back walks given up by Moon. And that will bring up Taylor Madison, the shortstop. She walked in her 2 previous at-bats. And let's see here, did she come in and score? No, she did not. She was stranded out there in third. So 2 out, 1 on, pitch on the way. That's high, and ball 1 to Madison. You got Carson over at first base with 2 down. Here's the 1-0 to Madison. That's another ball. So 2-0. So Carson is at first base. Next pitch again high for ball 3. So 3 balls, no strikes to Taylor Madison. There was a throw over to first, and Carson getting her jersey and everything dirty in the dirt, diving back safely. So 3 balls, no strikes, 2 out, 1 on. Kennedy Carson at first base. Taylor Madison, the batter, with 3 balls. There's strike 1. She watched that one come in. Knew it had to be. Step back in with 3 balls and 1 strike. 2 out, 1 on. Here's the pitch from Moon. Fly ball, shallow left field. Coming in and grabbing it out there is Stanford, and that will end the inning. So the Bulldogs leave another one out there. We head to the 5th inning of play with Kingston up 6-2.
Life's just more fun with fast, reliable Wi-Fi. You can stream, share, game, try something new. But weak Wi-Fi spoils the fun. That's why you need managed Wi-Fi from Hood Canal Communications. The right equipment, professionally installed in all the right places, keeps your Wi-Fi powered party streaming strong. Call or visit Hood Canal online to upgrade your Wi-Fi today.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
And we head to the 5th inning of play. 6-2 Kingston with the lead and coming to bat. That'll be right fielder number 16, Tegan Stanford. She ground out in the 2nd inning, and she had a hit earlier in that inning as well. So she'll lead things off here for the Buccaneers. Steps in, waits for the first pitch from DiMatteo, still in the ballgame. Swings and hits the first one. Stepping back of the dirt is Madison for the out. So 1 away, 1 pitch, 1 away. And that will bring up top of the order. And number 7, Brooke Steele. She ground out in the 2nd. And looks like she did have a base hit. Scored a run in the first at bat. In the 2nd, she batted twice, and then strike 1 on the first pitch. So 1 down. Nobody on for the Buccaneers here. That pitch is high. Nice stop there by Minnis. Reached up there and grabbed it. It's a difficult position to play, I gotta tell you, catcher. Here's 1-1 to Steele. Pitch on the way, swing, and a fly ball. That one will go into Crowley, who dove in to get it, and that's out number 2. So some good defensive plays by the Bulldogs here. And that will bring up number 5, Nibia Sullivan. And she flew out in the 2nd. I don't know, it was third, flew out in the third, and had an RBI in the second, walked in the first. She'll take ball one, the first pitch to her. So 2 down for the Buccaneers, leading 6-2 here, nobody on. Here's the 1-0. Inside. Sullivan nearly took that one in the arms, spun away from it, so 2 balls, no strikes. He steps back in. Here's the next pitch. Inside, that dead hitter. And that'll send her to first base, so 1 on for the Buccaneers with the 2 out. And that will bring up number 20. Just got to check. Addie Kohler. She plays first base. She flew out in the second, or in the third, had a RBI single in the second, and had a single in the first to take strike 1 on the first pitch. She'll step back in. 2 out, 1 on. Stanford is at first base. Pitch on the way. Nope. Actually, that's wrong. That is actually Sullivan at first base. And the pitch was a ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on, 2 out. As the sun has dropped down behind the trees here. Here's the 1-1. The fly ball, that goes to Crowley, goes off her glove, and there's a 2-out single here. And Sullivan made her way over to second. Hit there. And that will put runners at first and second for Jayla Moon. She flew out in the fourth. She had an RBI base hit in the second and had a single in the first. Pitch on the way, and it's inside for ball 1. So 1 ball, no strikes, 2 out, 2 on for the Buccaneers here. They're leading 6-2. Pitch on the way. That's a strike right at the shoulders, so 1-1 the count. So Moon will step back in and wait for the 1-1. Getting up runners at first and second. Pitch on the way. That's going to be ball. Ball 2. So 2 balls. 1 strike. Get Sullivan in second. Goler at first. And the batters can Jayla Moon with 2 out. 2 on. Pitch on the way in a 6-2 ball game. Inside for ball 3. So 3-1. So 3 balls. 1 strike. And waiting for the next pitch on the way from DiMatteo. Swing and a fly ball. That's going to hit the dirt in foul territory, so the count goes full to Moon. And you got Sullivan at second base. She's got some speed out there. She was practically to third base when that ball was called dead. And you got Goler over at the first. And Moon will dig in with the count full at 3 balls, 2 strikes. 2 out, 2 on. Pitch on the way. Inside, and that will load the bases on the walk. So the bases are now loaded, and that'll bring up number 22, Joey Castillo, center fielder. Let's see here. She walked in the 4th, had an RBI double in the 2nd, struck out in the 1st. So the bases are loaded for the Buccaneers with 2 out in a 6-2 ball game. First pitch in there for ball 1. So Castillo will step back in, wait for the 1-0 from DiMatteo. Again, the bases are loaded. Pitch on the way, that's high, ball 2. You've got Moon at first, Guller at second, Sullivan at third. Here's the 2-0. Get 3 to Castillo. Should quite a game against Bremerton with 4 for 5 with a double RBI and a run scored. Just picking up where she left off then on Tuesday. Here's the 3-0, and that will walk in a run, and Sullivan will come in and make it 7-2. Bases remain loaded. Castillo's on first. Moon is on second, but I think that's actually going to be Richie's courtesy runner. And Guller made her way over to third. And the batter now is the shortstop, number 21. That's Cassandra Robles. Takes strike one. Sorry, I have to catch up here. So 2 out, 3 on, 1 in. It's a 7-2 ball game in the top of the 5th inning. Here's the pitch on the way. Inside for strike 2 called, to the astonishment of Mr. Robles. So 0-2 with 2 out, 3 on, 1 in. Here's the little fly ball. That's in foul territory, and it's going to drop. And it stays 0-2 on the count. Again, 1 in. Sorry, I got to put a run down here. 1 in, 3 on, 2 out. And the count is no balls and 2 strikes. To Candace Robles. Here's the pitch on the way. And it's ball 1 high on that pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 out, 3 on. 1 in. Robles will dig in again for the next pitch from DiMatteo. That one is out of play over our heads, and the count remains 1-2. Boy, she's battling here. It is been an interesting at-bat. Here's the 1-2 count again to Robles. That'll be a ball that gets away from Menace, and the runners will have to go back. So it's 2-2. So 2 on, or 3 on, so 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 3 on, 1 in. 7-2 is the score. Buccaneers on top, trying to add another one on here with the bases loaded in a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch on the way. Swing, and that one was fouled off. Boy, that hit the home plate umpire right in the helmet there. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Again, 2 out, 3 on, 1 in. Waiting for the next pitch on the way. DiMatteo taking her time. Here's the pitch on the way. And that's going to be ball 3. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, 3 on and 1 in for the Buccaneers, leading 7-2 in the 5th inning. Count is full. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and she goes down swinging. And that will end the inning, but the Buccaneers add 1. They leave 3. They now lead 7-2. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
The first rule of storage is keep out of reach of children. Ease of access is the #1 reason youth misuse recreational or prescription drugs. Store your medication, vape, edibles, or cannabis products in their original child-proof bottles with original labels if possible. Keep them locked up. Store your medicine, tobacco, or cannabis products in a locked cabinet, locked drawer, or in a bag like this with a lock. For more information, visit lockssavelives.org or call Mason County Public Health at 360-427-9670, extension 400.
So it looks like we have a new pitcher for Kingston here, and I got to see what the number is on the back. It looks like it's number 4. That is going to be Summer Moore. She pitched a couple of innings against Bremerton. 3 runs, 1 earned, 3 hits, no walks, 3 strikeouts. She's in to try to close this thing out for the Buccaneers. They're leading 7-2. And the Bulldogs going to bring up Jordan Young. She'll lead things off here in the bottom of the 5th inning of play. Get everything set up here. Make sure I have everything set up here. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay, so Young, Jordan, let's see here. She struck out in the 3rd. She ground out in the 1st. She'll lead things off for the Bulldogs here, trying to get something going here. We're running bottom of the 5th inning, trailing by 5 runs, 7-2. And Moore is the pitcher. Pitch on the way, a swing, and that's a foul off. Straight back, so it's strike 1. So Moon went 4 innings. I'll try to give her some stats here in a moment. Pitch on the way, and that's a swing and a miss by Young. 0-2 now to Jordan. So here's the 0-2 from Moore. Outside, ball 1. 1 ball. 2 strikes to the leadoff batter, Jordan Young, for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs need to get some base runners out there. Pitch on the way, swing, and that one's popped foul out over the dugout on first base, out of play. So it remains 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jordan Young. Pitch on the way, another foul ball. That one almost into the dugout on first base line, and Jordan Young is battling here. 1 ball, 2 strikes still to count. Summer Moore, the pitcher for the Buccaneers. Here's the 1-2 on the way. There's a foul. Nice dance out there by Coach Valley. And ball goes foul at the third baseline. Then the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Get out of the way, Coach. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strikeouts. Okay. So here is the 1-2 to Young again. She'll foul another one off over the berm into the road, first base line. Look at the wrong one here. So here's the 1-2. I'm sorry, I was just updating the scoreboard. And there's a pitch in there for ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jordan Young, leading things off for the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. As their team is trailing 7-2. Pitch on the way. Ground ball. That's going to be gloved over there by second baseman, and that's Reinbold. Throw over to Goaler at first, and that's out number 1 for the Bulldogs. Let's see here, and that'll bring up Jenna Markson. She walked in the 3rd, walked in the 1st. She'll step in with a 1 out. Wait, first pitch for Moore. Outside, ball one. A little high. So 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Nobody on for the Bulldogs, trailing 7-2. Pitch on the way. Swing, and that one's fouled over my head. So 1-1 to Marcuson. Who's been on base twice. Here's the 1-1 pitch with 1 out. Pitch on the way, swing, and a fly ball. That one's going to head to the trees off third base line, and that's 1-2 to Marcuson. Michaela Minnis is on deck. So Marcuson will step back in, waiting for the 1-2 pitch from Moore. Pitch on the way, that's going to be ball. It slipped out of her hand, so 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on for the Bulldogs here in the 5th inning in a 7-2 game. Tina Marcuson waiting for the 2-2. That's going to be 3 balls, 2 strikes. So the count goes full to Marcuson. Trying to get on base for the 3rd time today. She's got the count full. She was behind early, but got back. And here is strike 3 called on the outside corner. And that's out number 2. And the first strikeout for Moore. So 2 down for North Mason. And that'll bring up the catcher, Michaela Minnis. She struck out in her first 2 at-bats. Looking to get on base here with 2 down. Should she reach, Adriana Crawley's on base. Here's a fly ball. That's going to go onto the bleachers behind us. Boy, that was loud. For strike 1. So Minnis will step in with the 0-1. Pitch on the way. That's going to be ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Michaela Minnis. Here's the 1-1 for Moore. Swing and a miss for strike 2. So 1-2 to Minnis with 2 out. Scoreboard operator's a little off today. They reset that. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way. That's strike 3, and that will do it for the Bulldogs here in their half of the 5th. We head to the 6th, still 7-2. Kingston. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD 3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back, wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD 3 at 360-426-8255.
And we head to the 6th inning of play. 7-2 Kingston coming up. They have the lead. And let's see here. Who is due up? I have Arlen. Well, it could be Ringstra. And then Stanford, at least that's what I have on my sheet. And let's see who's actually there. Can't see the number. I think it's Arlen. If it is, she walked in the 4th, walked in the 2nd, and struck out in the first pitch to her. Is a fly ball that's going to drop in for a base hit into right field. Up on the ball is going to be Brown. She'll throw it to second base, but there's a one-pitch single to lead things off for the Buccaneers. And here is number 1, and that is Audrey Rienstra. She batted in the last, well, she struck out in the 4th. She'll dribble one back to the pitcher. Oh, and DiMatteo threw it, but it went off the glove. Markison will throw it over to 3rd, and Crowley will get the runner there, but on the play. We'll get Arlen at 3rd. Rienstra is going to reach on an error, but make her way to second base. So, 1 out. Runner at 2nd. And that will bring up number 4. That'll be the new pitcher, Summer Moore. Now, she was 0 for 1, did bat in a run and walked once against Bremerton. And she'll take ball 1. Here's the 0-1 with a runner at second base and 1 out. Inside and high, ball 2, so 2 and 1. Or 2 and 0, excuse me. 1 out, 1 on. As Rienstra's at second base with 1 out. Pitch on the way. Swing, and that one's going to be fouled off the top of the screen. 1 and 1. Or 2 and 1. I'm off. What am I stuck on the ones here? So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. For the Buccaneers are leading 7-2. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Just pitch on the way. It's going to be the low, ball 3. So 3 and 1. And here's the 3-1 from DiMatteo to Moore. And it'll be a 1-out walk. And Moore heads to first base. So the Buccaneers have runners at 1st and 2nd. And that will bring up the top of the order. And Brooke Steele. She flew out in the 5th, ground out in the 3rd, had an RBI in the 2nd, and ground out in the 1st. Pitch on the way, fly ball, that's going to drop in for a base hit. Here comes Rienstra around 3rd. She's going to score. And that'll make it 8-2. And runners are still at 1st and 2nd base, and that's an RBI by Steele. And that will bring up Sullivan. Is that right? And number 5, number Sullivan. She was hit by a pitch in the 5th, flew out in the 3rd, had an RBI, single in the 2nd, and walked in the 1st. And there's going to be a meeting at the mound here. We might have a pitching change, as we have 1 in, 1 out, and 2 on for the Buccaneers. They extended their lead to 8-2. We're in the top of the 6th inning here with 1 out. And I can't see what's going on in the pitching circle. The plate umpire is blocking my view, but DiMatteo's afternoon is done, and that will bring in Walker, Jocelyn Walker. Let's see, Jocelyn, she pitched 2/3 of an inning against North Kitsap. Unfortunately, 11 runs, 6 earned, 6 hits, 5 walks, no strikeouts in her short time there. She'll do her warm-ups. We'll step aside. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, 8-2, Kingston.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
We all depend on them for medical emergencies, to keep our highways safe, and to get back on the road. And emergency responders depend on us to watch for them, to slow down and move over. We do it for the people out there taking the risks while helping others, and the people who care about them, because most of us agree that we all share a responsibility for safety on our roads.
So new pitcher is Jocelyn Walker. She'll take over. Her team down 8-2. 1 in, 1 out, and 2 on. Runners at first and second. And the batter is going to be Sullivan. Swings and misses at the first pitch for strike 1. So again, got Moore at second and no, Lindford. Yeah. And Steele at first. Here's the 0-1 to Sullivan. It's going to be ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 2 on, 1 in. Pardon me. Some of the dust is getting to me. Here's the 1-1 on the way from Walker. And it's strike on the inside for strike 2. So 1 and 2 to count. Sorry, I had to take a drink of water there. So Sullivan will step back in with a 1 ball, 2 strike count. Swing and a ground ball right to Crowley. She'll tap the bag there for 1 for the out. No throw to first. So there's 2 down now for the Buccaneers with 1 in, and there's still runners at first and second. So let's see, that'll get more out there. That'll bring up Golder. I can't read my writing here. The first pitch was a ball. Let's see, she was hit by a pitch in the 5th inning. No, she had a, I can't even read my writing. There's a 1 base, a base hit there in the 5th inning. Flew out in the 3rd, had an RBI single in the 2nd, and had a single in the 1st. Here's the 2-0. She'll get a little fly ball. It's going to come in. Crowley will grab it, and that'll do it for the Buccaneers here in their half of the, well, on the top of the 6th inning. They do get 1. They leave 2. Right? Yeah, they leave 2. We head to the bottom of the frame. It's 8-2. Buccaneers.
Life's just more fun with fast, reliable Wi-Fi. You can stream, share, game, try something new. But weak Wi-Fi spoils the fun. That's why you need managed Wi-Fi from Hood Canal Communications. The right equipment, professionally installed in all the right places, keeps your Wi-Fi powered party streaming strong. Call or visit Hood Canal online to upgrade your Wi-Fi today.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
So we head to the bottom of the 6th inning of play. 8-2, Kingston on top. Bulldogs are coming to bat with Adriana Crowley. Let's see, she walked in the 3rd. She flew out in the 2nd. Still playing 3rd base. See how she does against Moore here. And the Bulldogs need base runners. They're trailing by 6 runs here, 8-2. First pitch in there. I call it a no ball. I'll call it a ball, I guess. We'll go with that. First pitch with a ball. Next pitch on the way, swing, and a miss for 1-1. And here's the 1-1. Foul tip on that one, but strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. No, they're going to call that a strikeout. Okay. Yeah, so Adriana Crowley goes down. That's 1 away. I never heard that it was a ball that hit the bat. So 1 down, and that will bring up a Walker, Jocelyn Walker. Let's see here. She'll swing at the first pitch, and she'll, well, get one past the third baseman. Covering there is going to be the shortstop. Throw to first, and that will be out number 2. So good job of Robles backing up Sullivan. Throw over to Goler, and that's 2 down for North Mason here in the 6th inning of play. And ground out. That'll bring up Cheyenne Inlay. She ground out in the 4th, struck out in the 2nd. So 2 away. Swings and foul. I'm going to call that a foul tip. Strike 1 either way. Hit that button again. So 0-1 to Cheyenne Inlay. Next pitch on the way. That's going to be low for ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. Inlay going through the practice swings there. Here's the 1-1. It's high for ball 2. So 2-1. 2 down. Nobody on. And an 8-2 ball game, bottom of the 6th inning. Pitch on the way. Inside and low for ball 3. So 3-1 to Inlay. So here is the next pitch on the way from Moore. Just taking her time a little bit. Here's the pitch. Swing, and that one's going to be a foul ball. It's going to drop all the way up to the fence. So the count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Cheyenne Inlay. Who has not been able to get on base today. Looking to get there the first time in this next pitch, the 3-2. Swing and a miss, and down she goes for the 3rd out, and that will do it for the Bulldogs. We head to the 7th. Kingston coming to bat. They lead 8-2. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. 2 milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable.
The sad reality is, fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kids should know.
Getting unneeded medications out of the home can help prevent misuse, abuse, and accidental poisoning.
Okay, we're sorry about that. We're back for the 7th inning of play. And leading things off for the Buccaneers should be number 20, Addie Goller. Let's see if that's who it is. No, that is not. That's going to be Moon. That will be Moon. Actually, that's right. Goller went out to end the inning. And so Moon walked the last time she was up. She takes strike one. Oops, it's on there. She'll wait for the next pitch for the 0-1. Swing, and that's going to be a foul over the third baseline fence, so 0-2 to Moon. It is 8-2, top of the 7th inning. Do I have that right? Yes, I do. Leadoff batter for the Buccaneers. Timeout called here as they're bringing in the ball. I've got 2 balls here on the field. So Jayla Moon will stand in, wait for the 0-2 from Walker. Here's the pitch on the way. That's going to be ball 1 as it kind of rolls in. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Moon. Leading things off for the Buccaneers here in the 7th inning. They're up 8-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's going to be ball 2, a little high. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Moon. Castillo's on deck. Pitch in a fly ball. It's going to be infield, and Moon, or actually Walker will get it, and that'll be out number 1. And that's 1 away for the Buccaneers. And I'll bring up number 22, Joey Castillo. She walked in the last 2 at-bats, had an RBI double in the 2nd, and struck out in the 1st. First pitch to her. It's going to be ball 1. I wonder if her full name is Josephine. Be interesting to find out here. Castillo waits for the 1, and she'll hit a fly ball out there, and taking a couple steps back is going to be Carson. That's out number 2. So 2 down for the Buccaneers here. And that'll bring up Robles. Struck out in the last 2 at-bats, walked in the first 2. So 2 away. Robles waiting for the first pitch from Walker. Ground ball right to Crowley. She'll scoop it up. Actually, it's not Crowley. She'll throw it over to first, and she did get it over to Markinson. Yep, they did get it. Actually, it was Emily Bybee over at third base. Get with a play over there, and that'll end the inning for the Buccaneers. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Last chances for the Bulldogs, trailing 8-2. This is Mason Webb TV, powered by HCC.
Getting unneeded medications out of the home can help prevent misuse, abuse, and accidental poisoning. The Drug Take Back program provides consumers with a safe means for disposing of unused, unneeded, and expired prescriptions and over-the-counter drugs. Mason County has 10 prescription drug take-back boxes at various pharmacies and tribal locations. For more information, go to medtakebackwashington.org.
An important safety reminder from Mason PUD3. Please never touch a downed power line. If a power line falls on your vehicle, stay inside and call 911. Tell others to stay back, wait for emergency personnel. Never touch anyone or anything in contact with a downed power line. Always stay at least 100 feet away. Never use an object to move a downed wire. Don't remove trees or limbs near a downed line. Electricity travels through ground, trees, branches, and more. It's not safe. If you see a downed line, call PUD3 at 360-426-8255.
Leading off the bottom of the 7th inning for the Bulldogs is going to be Charlie Brown. I thought that wasn't right as I saw that Kennedy Carson was taking some more swings, but it is Charlie Brown. And Charlie Let's see here. She walked in the fourth, struck out in the second. And she's waiting for the first pitch to her. She'll swing and she'll hit the first one foul into the dugout on the first base line. So 0-1. Here's the 0-1 to Brown. Just a bit low for ball one, so 1-1 the count to Brown. She'll step back in. Waiting for the next pitch for Moore. That's going to be high for ball two. So 2-1. Charlie Brown leading things off for the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the seventh inning. Bulldogs need to get some base runners out there. There's going to be strike two called, so 2-2. Brown, she steps back in. Waiting for the next pitch from Moore. That one, she makes her dance, so that brings the count full to 3 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff batter in Charlie Brown. And here's the full count pitch. Swing and a miss, and Brown goes down swinging. So top of the order now. And Kennedy Carson, she walked in the fourth, walked in the third, scored a run, and flew out in the first. She'll step in with one down for the Bulldogs. First pitch to her is low for ball one. In an 8-2 ball game. Bulldogs need to get some base runners out there. Here is the next pitch, and it's low for ball two. So 2 balls, no strikes to Carson. Taylor Madison on deck. One down. Bulldogs down to their last 2 outs. Kennedy Carson waiting for the 2-0. Swings and misses at this next pitch. Is 2-1. Step back in. 2 balls, 1 strike, pitch on the way. That's going to be strike on the outside corner for a 2-2 count to Carson. The Bulldogs have gone down in order the last 2 innings. Next pitch on the way, swing, and that one's going to be fouled off. Carson's left foot. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on 1. As the smoke starts to roll in a little bit from whoever's burning down on the bottom of the hill. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Carson. The fly ball, that's going to drop in foul. And the count remains 2-2. Okay, next up for the Bulldogs, they travel to Leavenworth Saturday for a doubleheader against Cascade. Buccaneers will play at Olympic on Tuesday, by the way. It's an 8-2 ball game with 1 out and a 2-2 count to Kennedy Carson. It's going to be ball 3, so 3 balls and 2 strikes. And Carson has a full count. She thought she had the 4th ball. She'll go pick up her bat and wait for the next pitch. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Kennedy Carson with 1 out. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 2 for the Bulldogs. So 2 down, and here comes Taylor Madison. And Taylor flew out in the 4th, walked in the 3rd, walked in the 1st. Two away, their Bulldogs are down to their final out here. Need to get some base runners out there. Here's first pitch to Madison. She'll foul it off for strike 1. She'll step in and wait for the 0-1 from Summer Moore, who's been very effective coming in relief here. Pitch on the way. It's high. Ball 1. Let's see. She has 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 strikeouts. Oh, no, I'm sorry. 6 strikeouts. Excuse me. That's more. Pitch on the way. Swing, and that one's going to be fouled off for strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out, nobody on for the Bulldogs here, trailing the Kingston Buccaneers 8-2. More eyes in for the sign. From Steele, here is the pitch on the way. Swing, and another foul off over the heads onto the berm. And the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Taylor Madison. 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th. 8-2. Bulldogs need to get some runners out there. And Madison waits for the 1-2 pitch. He'll ground one right back to Summer. Moore, he'll throw over the first and goal. He'll tap the bag, and that'll do it for the ball game. As that'll be the 3rd out in the game. And it's a final score of 8-2. We'll take up a timeout. We'll be back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Back in a moment.
Hood Canal Communications keeps our community connected. We provide communication services that connect friends and family. We're connecting with our neighbors through support of local causes and events. Connecting our students and schools to a world of learning resources. And connecting you to the latest technology with local customer service. Learn more about our community connections, high-speed internet, and streaming TV options. Visit hcc.net today.
Hi folks, Diedrich Allen with Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, your source for live high school sports with play-by-play. Once again, Mason Web TV is broadcasting select games every week this school year. Football, basketball, baseball, softball. We bring you all the action, from the kickoff to the final whistle, from the tip-off to the final buzzer, from the first pitch to the last out. Watch how it happens on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. Business owners, you can get in on the action as well. Go online, email, call, or text right now to find out how.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
With all the question marks and uncertainty that surrounds today's real estate market, it is nice to know that there is a local team that has the experience with all types of markets to ensure you make a sound decision, whether selling or buying. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate has been a staple in the Mason County community for over 40 years. Feel free to reach out to Jeff, Andy, Chrissy, or Laura with any real estate questions that you may have. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge.
Well, it's a final here in Belfair. The Kingston Buccaneers knock off the North Mason Bulldogs 8-2 here in Olympic League action. I'm looking at my score sheet, and this is not official, but I do not see a base hit at all for the Bulldogs. Several walks. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. They had 9 base runners all by walk, and they got their 1 run on a passed ball. So not a lot of hitting going on here. By my count, the Buccaneers, well, I got a RBI double, several RBIs. I'd have to look through this a little closer when I get a moment. But the Buccaneers really came out, and their pitching staff did the job today. And they knock off the North Mason Bulldogs 8-1. Well, let's see here. I mentioned earlier, but next up for North Mason, they travel to Leavenworth Saturday for a doubleheader against Cascade and the boys. The baseball team's also making that trip. So that should be a good trip for them. The Buccaneers play at Olympic on Tuesday. Our next broadcast is tomorrow when the Shelton Fastpitch softball team hosts Olympic. Non-league action. First pitch is 4:30, and I should have a full crew with Jerry and Aiden back in the saddle. Our next North Mason broadcast is next Thursday when these Lady Bulldogs host Bremerton. That should be a good matchup. I think that will do it for us here in Belfair. Final score again, Kingston 8, North Mason 2. We'll talk to you tomorrow from Shelton.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, was made possible by Hood Canal Communications, committed to providing quality services that exceed customer expectations in voice, video, data, and customer service, keeping our community connected since 1934. Mason County Public Health and Human Services Prevention Education Partners Substance Abuse Prevention Coalition, helping provide prescription drug take-back boxes in Mason County and providing lockable bags for your prescription drugs, cannabis, and vape products. Mason County PUD 3, connecting our community with safe, reliable, economical, and sustainable services 24/7. The Conklin team at Windermere Real Estate. When it comes to real estate, nothing compares to local knowledge. Mason County PUD number 1, Washington State's first public utility district, providing safe, reliable, and valued utility services since 1934. And Mason Health, united community, empowered people, exceptional health.
Thanks for watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.